If you use this technique on tenor drums, you might get negative comments about inconsistent sound quality. But the same technique on drum kit makes it easier to play this ostinato pattern. That's because every technique has trade-offs that are important to think through when drumming. An academic might describe these trade-offs as affordances and constraints. In other words, what kind of music or mechanics does the technique support, and what type of music or mechanics does the technique limit? For example, the Julie Spencer technique uses less motion and energy, making it easier to make large leaps while playing drum kit, multi-percussion, or even mallets, where I originally learned this technique. However, because this technique changes the angle and motion of your stroke, your sound quality will be less consistent than using the same vertical stroke while pivoting at the elbow. This sacrifice in sound quality consistency might be worth it on drum kit, where you are the only person playing the drums, but it would cause too much dirt with multiple tenor drummers. Trade-offs exist with every major percussion technique, from traditional to matched or Stevens to Burton, but trade-offs also happen with subtler differences, like German, American, or French grip. Every one of these techniques exists for a different reason, but not every one of these techniques is worth practicing. Knowing the context can help you determine which technique to use in what scenario. For example, you might use a finger technique when playing on a surface with a lot of rebound and a wrist technique on a surface with little rebound. A technique for playing with soft mallets that differs from a technique when playing with brushes. Or if you're a soloist in a chamber ensemble versus playing on a drumline with several other people playing the same part. If you're playing fast versus playing slow. Or if you need to use the technique for a short phrase or for several hours, or even to achieve a particular dynamic. Not to mention if the music you're playing has a characteristic sound quality, or if you're playing on a hardware setup that makes it easier or harder to use different techniques. Even differences in anatomy like hand size or your arm length can change how you approach playing. No matter what technique you choose, it will support some types of music and mechanics, affordances, while limiting others, constraints. The best way to learn these trade-offs is to study with multiple percussionists who use different techniques. You can do this through private lessons, but that can get expensive. Or you can do this for free on YouTube, but that can create an apprenticeship of observation, where you observe what someone else is doing without understanding why they are doing it or when they would use another approach. Falsely assuming there is one correct way to play creates technique dogmatism that holds back your potential as a percussionist. So when watching another percussionist perform, assume they are using one of many techniques at their disposal, and ask yourself what the musical and mechanical contexts are where the technique would support your playing and where it might limit it. But I need to give a disclaimer in the age of social media drummers. It's important to know if a technique is just a gimmick to get views, not listens. What ultimately matters as a musician is how you communicate through sound, not whether you can juggle flaming drumsticks while you play. So instead of wasting your time practicing something you'd never play at a gig, focus on the fundamentals, using techniques that match the music and mechanics that are most useful to you. Just make sure to stay relaxed and use efficient motion to keep your hands healthy. If you're not sure how to do that, there are hundreds of drumming tips and lessons in these playlists, and my YouTube channel's home tab has thousands of free exercises to improve your drumming. Click a header to show all of the playlists in each section and the timestamps in the description to jump to a specific BPM or drumming tip.